But Abdullah liked the nickname Kafka very much, especially after Tariq told him about this literary man's melancholy and his obscure relationship with his father, and Abdullah took the name with him throughout life. As for Ibrahim, who had the strongest body of the three, and was the kindest and calmest, they called him Ibrahim Kisma, Ibrahim the Fated, because he accepted every report and every accident with an astonishing equanimity, always repeating afterwards, "Everything is fate and decree," or simply, "It's my fate." In the same way, for the sake of variety, they gave him the nickname Abu Kisma, or the Father of Fate. And he actually did give his daughter this name later on. If he had fathered a boy instead of his daughter Kisma, it would not have been out of the question to choose a related masculine word, nasib, meaning decree, as Ibrahim himself explained one bantering evening, happy in the presence of his two closest friends, as they reminisced. It was Ibrahim's fate to be his parents' firstborn son and the oldest brother to a crowd of siblings, a fact which demanded sacrifices that redirected the course of his entire life. Their fathers had been friends too, even if their friendship had involved an element of collusion and an acceptance of the need to coexist, however possible, in a small village. Haji Zahir, father of Tariq the Befuddled, was remarkably intelligent and clever, always smiling, and the only blonde-haired man who lived there. Stout around the middle, his belly and his beard both shook whenever he laughed. He had studied at a Quran school in Mosul, and afterwards returned to become the teacher in their school and the mosque imam. He liked food, women, and jokes. Zahir married 3 times. Tariq was the son of his second wife, whom Zahir had met during a visit to a neighbouring village to attend a wedding that ended before it began, when the groom was killed by the revolver of the bride's cousin, who had wanted her for himself. Zahir came through that bloody night the clear winner, for the cousin, after killing the groom, put the pistol to his temple and pulled the trigger. Thus, before the consummation of the marriage, the bride became a widow on her wedding night. The parents clamoured around the bride, and the gathered assembly erupted in turmoil amid overpowering perfume and dinner tables piled high with meat, rice, and stew. The bride clawed her fingernails into her face as she lamented her ill fortune. Her father was about to kill his brother, the father of the murderous cousin, while the father of the murdered groom was about to kill the dead murderer's brother-in-law. Bloody intentions mixed with the blood already shed in the marriage courtyard, until the people imagined they would soon be up to their knees in it. No one knows how Zahir magically calmed the opposing sides and dissolved the strife with quick handshakes mediated by Quranic verses, sayings of the Prophet, and decrees of the Imams, which pacified the raging souls and satisfied everyone. It may have been that all of them deep down hoped to arrive at any solution that would prevent them from being swept along by their rage to uncertain ends, in which they too were either killer, killed, or fugitive. Zahir convinced them that the solution lay in the sister of the murderous cousin paying the blood debt by marrying the brother of the murdered groom. As for the bride, who was widowed and whom it was likely no one would ever marry again, on account of her being an ill-fated omen of calamity, Zahir declared, "I will marry her." So on that night, Zahir returned from his visit to that village with a bride of his own, having been invited to her wedding. He married her and brought her home, still in her gold necklaces and perfumed wedding gown, even if her face was scratched and the dress was stained with drops of her blood. And that same night, Zahir was able to make her forget everything that had happened, such that she awoke the next morning happy and smiling. He employed an abundant supply of caresses.